Hi guys, ArchieLuxury, and who do I recommend in America? In America, who do I recommend for quality pre-owned wristwatches? David SW, David SW, David SW. Go to davidsw.com. He is the best, the greatest pre-owned dealer in all of the United States of America. David SW, David SW, David SW. Hey guys, it's your Pontiff, Archibald Chesterfield III, AC3. Today guys, I'm doing a paid review, 21QB115. This here is for Joe. Okay, before we start this review, of course, the customary wristwatch check. What am I wearing? Rolex Submariner 41mm. This is the sub date. Okay, let's jump straight in here. Dear Archie, greetings from continental Europe. From a fan of yours, please call me Joe. I've gladly sent you a PayPal payment for a paid review. Least you run off to corporate IT and we're left behind with rodents roaming around in the YouTubes freely. Besides that, I wanted to thank you for your show, how you performed your sober duty of excommunicating a certain dealer prankster. Past summer is legend. Well handled, sir. About myself, I'm a male in my early 40s. My income stems from writing software in a fairly competitive industry. About my collection, my goal was to collect steel sports models, simply those that I craved for over the years and that I desire to wear daily. Below, I detail my collection in order of purchase date. All watches are in full set with box and papers. Number 1, Rolex Milgauss white dial from 2016, reference 116400. This was my first Rolex purchase. I bought it from a local AD where it had been sitting patiently. Well, the Millie has been a great companion during travel, sports, dining for several years now. The discreet playfulness of this watch fascinates me from the go-get. Number 2, Audemars Piguet Royal Oak black dial from 2012, reference 15300 ST. I acquired this piece in 2020 when a progressively worsening case of genta itch needed to be scratched. This watch surpassed my expectations. Its design looks not just timeless, but even cutting edge to me. So many decades after its conception. By the way, one of the reasons I settled for the 15300 model were comments of yours you made on that topic in past videos. Indeed, 39 mils is a great size, closest to the jumbo. Number 3, a Rolex Submariner no date, 2015, reference 114060. To me, this could be a perfect one and done watch. It carries 100% Rolex sports DNA and is very wearable. Number 4, Rolex Submariner date, 41mm from 2012, reference 126610 LN. Guys, I am wearing the same model. Beautiful watch. I got the call from the AD early in 2021 after waiting silently below a year. The next watches are number 5, Rolex Daytona 2009, reference 116520. Number 6, Rolex GMT Master 2 Batman 2018, reference 116710 BLNR. Number 7, Rolex GMT Master 2 Pepsi 2021, Reference 126710BLRO. The Batman happens to be my son's favorite. I myself appreciate the Pepsi's Jubilee bracelet a lot. And number 8, Patek Philippe Nautilus, 2015, reference 5711/1A-00. I bought it very recently, but got a fair deal on it, mint condition from first owner, who is a seasoned Patek collector. The experience this watch provides is simply off the charts. I am currently in an extended honeymoon phase with it and don't want to take it off my wrist. It will go soon to Patek though for a health checkup. So far my collection, iteration 1.0, it contains its share of hyper watches. I made my purchase decisions in full awareness of this. That said, I do start to warm up to the higher horology and complications. For example, I begin to notice pieces like a 5056P, which in the past was not on my radar at all. But even so, I have not yet fully arrived at complication level mentality and don't want to pretend otherwise. But I do hope that I have the opportunity to mature my collection over the years to come. Here are my 2 questions. Okie dokie. So before we do that, let's have a talk about his collection. What do I think? What do I think? Let me tell you what I think, guys. Absolutely beautiful. I love the yin and the yang of the white and the black. I gotta tell you, the white Milgauss, I think, gives your collection a really nice presence. I love it. The Royal Oak, of course, the 39mm Royal Oak. This is probably the best. The 15300, I think, is probably the best. The 15202, which is sort of the grail, doesn't have a screw-in crown, doesn't have a second hand, so it's only minute and hour. I think this is far more usable, perfect size, out of production. It's going to be very, very collectible. That's 100% sure. We've got the no date and the date sub. Man, those are beautiful. The no date 40mm, and you got the same sub as me, the 41 as the date. Nobody should ever sell a sub steel. Steel sub, do not sell. Date and no date, I understand the love. I perfectly understand. They're 2 beautiful, beautiful watches. We got the Daytona, white dial Daytona. Beautiful. That's the steel. I think the steel bezel is best. Then we've got the Pepsi, the Batman, and the Nautilus. Pepsi and Batman, winner, winner, chicken dinner. And you've got the Nautilus with the white dial. I got to be honest with you. Looking at your collection, the vibe, yes, these are a bit look at me, look at me. I don't feel anger towards you. Often I see someone's collection and I think, anger, anger. But here, it's beautifully outlaid. Red box. I love the report box you've got these babies in. Absolutely, I get it. I get it. I get it. So I got to tell you, amazing collection. I love it. Normally I don't say that with look at me pieces. I get angry about them, but I think the white Milgauss has mellowed me out, man. I love it. I love the Nautilus. I really like this collection. I really do. Okay, here are my 2 questions. Number 1, what do you think about the collection? I think their collection is amazing. Absolutely amazing. And I don't just say that because I don't care how rich, how many wonderful watches you got. If I don't like the vibe, I'll tell you. But I think it's amazing. Any immediate changes you would recommend? Yes. Don't sell anything. Do not sell anything. just works. It works. Would you, for example, think about exchanging one of the 2 all-black Submariners? Would be a useful step? No, no, no. You got a 40mm no date and a 41mm date. Man, I love the fact, what I love about it is you don't have the bloody sermon in there. We've got 2 black bezel, black dial subs. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So, no, the only important change I would make is don't bloody sell anything. I love this collection. Number 2, in the midterm, I plan to place myself on the waiting list at Rolex, AP & Co. I have some ideas what I might go for, but I would be very interested to hear what pieces you would consider if we were to add 1 or 2 pieces down the road. Thanks for your attention, Joe. Joe, I gotta be totally honest with you. I think you really should just get the pieces you want and on the secondary market. To play dealer games, they want you to buy harder to sell pieces. They're not going to sell you things. Man, don't play this game, okay? Don't play this waiting list game there. What would I want? Look, I've got to be totally honest with you. Rolex, AP, well, you know what? Honestly, I love the honesty with your collection. What would I add there? Look, Rolex. You know, in Rolex, you look at the key essentials. Divers, you've got 2 divers. Probably got enough divers. GMTs, you've got 2. Chronographs, you've got the Daytona. And the wind and wear, the Millie. The only possible thing you could possibly add is a precious metal, but you want steel, sports, you've said. So there's nothing in Rolex. In AP, what do you want to add in AP? Do you add a Royal Oak offshore? I don't even think, I wouldn't even do it, man. You've got the 15, what I love about this collection is it's compact. I don't want you to have unnecessary purchases. I mean, maybe you could add a Royal Oak offshore diver. Maybe. But you don't, no, probably not. So there's nothing from AP I'd add. Patek, what would I add from Patek? Look, the only thing I would say with Patek is, you know, a Aquanaut would be beautiful to go with your Nautilus. An Aquanaut would be beautiful, but they're not going to sell it to you like that. So I really wouldn't play the AD games. I mean, your collection, what is it like? It's like this briefcase here, the Black Tiger Adios with the palladium hardware. It works. It works. I love it. I really love it. I love it. That's what I love it. I love it. I love it. I love the palladium. It just works. And that's what I would do. I would just love it to a T. So, I gotta tell you, that's what I would do. That is what I would do. Just enjoy the collection. An Aquanaut's the only thing I would add. There's nothing in Rolex I would add to that. What do you want to add another Rolex for? I mean, you could add an Explorer 2 42mm, but that's not a hard piece. It's not that hard to get. I mean, ask them for I mean, they're not going to sell you a panda. I mean, it's an amazing collection, but let's be honest there. The game rules are you need to spend big to get a panda. They're not going to play that game with you. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. You got a beautiful collection. You're obviously a man of means, but I got to be honest with you. That Rolex, the AD's not your friend. Just buy it on the grey market and be done with these douchebag dealers, man. You're wasting your time. What would I do if I were you? I would seriously, I would add an Aquanaut. No, you don't need any Rolex. Maybe an Explorer 2 if you wanted another white dial steel sports. Maybe a Panda if you could, but I mean, I don't think you even need that. So there's nothing Rolex. I'd Explorer 2 maybe. AP, what do you want to add in AP? The only thing I'd add in AP would be a Royal Oak offshore diver. And even then you don't really need that because you've got Rolex divers. That's a better diver any day of the week. Patek, as I said, an Aquanaut would be beautiful, but just pay the price. Don't play the AD bullshit games. Don't play the AD bullshit games. They want you to buy crap you're going to lose your ass on. You're much better off just pay the market price for the Aquanaut and be done with it. What other Patek? I mean, look, the other thing is obviously down the track, I would love to see you add a Patek World Time, a 5230 in white gold. That'd be an amazing, complicated Patek. I'd love to see you add that. That's a gorgeous piece. You don't have to. Don't have to at all. I'm just standing here with this briefcase because it's like your collection. Just so cool. It's cool. So, I gotta be honest with you. You've got an amazing collection. Enjoy it. Love it. Life is good. You don't need to add a damn thing. I'm ArchieLuxury. Thank you for letting me review your collection. It's beautiful. And I will see you in the next one. Hey guys, check out one of my best friends, Jamie Opulence on YouTube. Just go to Jamie Opulence on YouTube. A fantastic channel from my good friend Jamie. Check it out, guys. Hey guys, ArchieLuxury. Guys, I want to introduce a new service to you. ValueYourWatch.com. Proud supporters of ArchieLuxury. No seller's fees, no buyer's fees. That's right, guys. This is a trading platform to buy or sell watches. You can start selling for free. That's right. We advertise our paying subscribers on Google, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. It's a global platform. That's right, guys. Get $50 off the annual subscription by applying the coupon Archie when you check in there. But guys, you can try this for free straight away. Guys, you can start listing watches. ValueYourWatch.com. Give it a try and tell me what you guys think of that.
All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. Feeling me, any me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. Feeling me, any me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. Feeling me, any me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck.
Like, subscribe, and tell your friends, and don't be afraid to get a paid review. $50 for a paid review. It helps me stay full-time on YouTube, and I will see you in the next one. $50 paid review. I can't survive on Google Ads. I need your support. And guys, you could also sponsor me on Patreon. Patreon allows you to pay as little as $1 a month to keep me on YouTube.
Hey guys, ArchieLuxury. Who do I recommend for watches in Brisbane and Sydney? Vintage Watch Co. That's correct. Vintage Watch Co. in Brisbane Arcade in Brisbane and the Strand Arcade in Sydney. Vintage Watch Co. Brisbane and Sydney. Ronnie, I've known him since the late 90s. Ronnie is a top bloke. Luke is a great guy. Vintage Watch Co. That is who I recommend in Australia. Check out Vintage Watch Co. and the guys' amazing range of watches. They also do service and repairs. Vintage Watch Co. That is where the Pontiff goes. You know, some of my Patek's came from Vintage Watch Co. That's right, guys. Vintage Watch Co.